What's up, guys? Boom. This is the deck I was talking about. This deck's actually, like, extremely fun to play. And it's surprisingly pretty good. Madolche has been around for a while. It's been in the meta back in the day. It had a little resurgence with Predecessor. But I think now with the new wave of supports, it makes this deck really, 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 really good. My plan with this deck generally is to go first and just OTK them next turn because their board, while it doesn't really have that much disruptions, is really hard to break. And you keep that board. You use your teacher to get your pudding sets. You replay your plays, and then you just OTK them with Queen Tiramisu and stuff. I play this in our locals, and because our locals opened, because they're no longer scared of COVID, so I tried it out. It went 4-1. The results were better than I thought they were. I won Salad, Salad, Tangy, Orcus, and Animacipators. I did lose to one other Animacipator. I ended up getting third in it, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. So yeah, I'll go talk about the deck profile. We start off with 3 of these chicks right here. Pudding Sass. Petty says Tor, whatever her name is. This card's really broken. This card by itself is a 1-card OTK. It will give you exactly 8,000 points of damage with Hook Cake and 2 Chocolate Motes with the field spell, which gives them 500 extra attack. And for this, you need her. You need Pudding Sass for Chocolate Mode to use her effect to detach to special summon. Let's see, and then we got probably the second best starter for the card, 3 Magdalenes. Magdalenes is really good, Stratos of the deck. Solid card, fucking good ass card. Right here we have a really good extender / a pretty decent starter in her own right. 3 Angelis. You just tribute her, special summon. Remember the monster that she uses that on? It cannot be destroyed by battle. So it's a pretty good lock because you end with Hook Cake on your first turn. And put him in defense mode and he can't be destroyed by battle and you just sit there with him. So we got right here 2 Messengelados and 2 Hook Cakes. You generally do not want more than 3 hook cakes because you don't really run that hand traps because one of the restrictions for Petty Tessor is that you can't have any monsters in your graveyard, so it makes it kind of hard for you to run hand traps in it outside of impermanence. So overall, this is really good. 2 Messengelados. I do want to bump this to 3 at one point, but because I feel like drawing 1 is a brick, but I feel like 2 is enough. So right here, this is a little bit of a tech-ish thing. Sphere mode. Since you can't really run hand traps, you do want to break their board as easily as possible. And since one of the best decks is Animacipators and Eldritch, Synchro Eldritch, so they have more than 3 monsters generally, so they have them all out. So you just need her to special summon, and I told you she's a 1-card OTK, so you just shuffle her back with Queen Tiramisu, and then you just proceed to OTK her. In theory, it sounds good, but I'll talk about it a little bit more. My deck profile, I think I could have done a little better with my deck building, personally. Let me see. It has a lot of noises, sorry, guy. 3 Lightning Storms. I didn't really get to use this that often. It's a good card. I did use it once against my last matchup with Animacipators, but it's to destroy 1 card, which realistically I could use Cosmic Cyclone for. If I were to take them out, I'll try to take out 1 card and 3 of these for Gammas. because Gammas activate from the hand to the field. So yeah, pretty much. Boom. So right here we got 3 call buys. You don't want to get disrupted by your opponent. Right here, if cross designator, I will replace cross designator with whatever the hell these guys would be. 3 call by the graves, 1 insta fusion. I do run because this deck kind of loses hearts in Nibiru, and unfortunately this is your only out with the Millennium Eyes. And yeah, it's a good card. It's a solid card. You got right here 1 mind control. I mean, because it negates a disruption. And then for the rest of the 1-ofs, 1 Chateau, 1 Salon, and 1 ticket. Realistically, you only need 1 of each because you could search them out with Messenger Lotto. Overall, I think it's a pretty good card. My only mistake is I probably should have ran, if I'm going to run Spear Mode, I should have ran 3 of these. So that way I could have a follow-up play, because it does eat my normal summon. And there's some cases where I do want a normal summon. Right here, we got the package. Everybody hates this package, but I feel like you need to play it. The Scythe package is really, really good. It will get hit one day. I think Sanctum will go to 1. I feel like if Red reboots at 1, then this card should be at 1 too. Because they're both essentially do the exact same thing to different archetypes, combo decks, back row decks, etc., etc. 3 Solemns. This saved me a win against Animancipators. It's the easiest one to remember because it was my last match. Sorry. I did Solemn their Needle Fiber. So let's see. What else happened? Let's see. 3 Impermanences, good hand trap. You can set it to. You got 1, whatever this bitch is called, and 1 Red Reboot. This never came up once. I'll probably take out Red Reboot and Lightning Storms for fucking that shit. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do my extra deck. Fuck it, bro. I'll start with the Exceeds. 2 of these guys. This is really good. This protects your Madolche spells and traps, and if she were to be destroyed by battle or card effects, you could just remove counters on it, and you're Gucci, bro. And not counters, Madolche monsters from your graveyard to the deck. Alright, so the last 2 is just Nightmare Phoenix and Access Code Talker. This card's busted as hell. Phoenix is just Phoenix. Honestly, you don't really go into these. I just have them just for insurance. Because you don't really use your other cards. So right here, 1 Fusion, Millennium Eyes, shuts down hand traps. That's the only reason why I run them. If I had 3 Insta Fusions, I would run 3 Insta Fusions. Let's see, for the Exceeds, it's pretty much the bulk of the deck. You got right here 1 Abyss Dweller. Then the really busted Queen Tiramisu. Non-targeting removals, always freaking good in Yu-Gi-Oh! You got 3 Teacher Glass Souffles. This is one of your main combo starters. Really busted card. And last but certainly not least is Chocolate Lamo. This is your combo starter. You need her with Pudding Sets to start unleashing your combos. You know, why not? I'll talk about my side deck too. I mean, like, realistically, the only one that really stands out is Nibiru. This card really saved me in my last game. I didn't really see my side deck that much, to be honest. I did see, like, Cosmic Cyclone here or there, but it wasn't really anything too impactful. 3 evenly matched because I hate back row, and I really, really hate back row. 3 Dark Ruler no more because Animancipators and Eldritch-ish. I have this. It is a Master Rule 5 format. I feel like this will hurt a lot of rogue decks if anything else, but I mean, I thought this hurt Animancipators too, but I have no idea. And then 3 Cosmic Cyclones for Eldritch and back row decks. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it of all my decks. I mean, not all my decks in this deck profile. I think this is a solid deck. This is really good. It was a lot better than I initially thought. I initially thought it was going to be like another rogue deck, but honestly, if a Boundless hits some decks, Emancipator and Eldritch in their favor, then I feel like this deck will be definitely in line to be meta. I feel like is that good? I mean, then again, it could hit Scythe, and that's kind of a pretty big key card in this deck. Yeah. I'm probably going to do Cyber Dragons next for my deck profile. I think that's probably the best way to go about it. Yeah. All right, guys. Deuces.